Always great to catch up with James Tierney from Riverina Livestock Agents with the news from the Wagga markets. James, how are you going today?
G'day, Ricky. Good yourself?
Oh, very good, thank you. It sounds like there's been a good day's trade when it comes to the sheep side of things, at least over at Wagga.
Yeah, excellent today. Took up the slack a bit from last week's horror day, really. It nearly picked up everything that it lost last week. Trade lands are $30 to $50 dearer today, which is extraordinary, really. A week's a long time.
It sure is, and it sounds like that's good news for the people getting their lambs to that market, because if you look at the Meat and Livestock Australia Trade Lamb Indicator, that's on the tumble in recent weeks. So maybe
It has been, yeah. So there've been a few supply issues during the week. A lot of sale yards haven't yarded too many, including here. Compared to last week, we only had 28,000 lambs, where there was near enough to 70,000 last week. So yeah, it was pretty big difference.
Yeah, so is that just largely because there was less available, people were buying what they were there to get, or were there other factors?
Yeah, a few processors appeared to be pretty short for lambs, so they sold well accordingly.
Yep. So still a reasonable volume gone through this week then? Yeah,
Certainly back off. Like, we had the record yarding last week of combined about 83 or 4,000 sheep and lambs. Much less today. There was 29,000 lambs and about 12,000 sheep, so only a bit over 40,000 total, so half the yarding, really.
Yeah. What about across the categories? Was there something that was running a bit dearer than others? Yeah,
well, heavies and trade lambs are the ones. Store lambs were no dearer. They could even be a little bit cheaper today, but heavy lambs and trade lambs made, sort of $8.50 to $9 a kilo, which is, outstanding on what's been going on.
And just to help clarify, I did hear a comment from one of our other analysts thinking there might have been a difficulty getting lambs and even cattle to the market at Wagga. I hadn't got that impression from you last time we talked. People are still able to trade?
Yeah, mostly. Look, there is some weather issues out of the Riverina preventing them getting here. But, once you get to Wagga, it's okay, or around it. But, there's a lot of roads cut off right through the state. So, it's pretty difficult to get anything anywhere, really. Yeah.
Well, how did we go on the cattle market earlier in the week?
Cheaper. The cow market was 30 cents cheaper easy, probably 40. And a lot of the rest of the market was a good 20 cents cheaper. So seeing a bit of a correction there. Not exactly sure why. It's not as though there's been heaps and heaps and heaps yarded everywhere, but there's certainly a bit of a correction on.
Yeah, well, I guess you're not Robinson Crusoe in that regard at Wagga. It does seem across the whole market on the Eastern Young Cattle Indicator there is a tumble going on at the moment.
Yeah. Seems to be, yeah. No, it seems to be taking a bit of a correction. It's been very, very dear is the thing to remember. So it's coming off record highs. So it's not too bad, but it's just, where we find the level where it stops.
Yeah, I think nationally we're still was below $10, but you're slightly above $10 when you're looking at the Eastern Young Indicator anyway. Has there been any lights of hope for those selling cattle at Wagga in a particular category?
Look, restocking cattle have still been selling pretty well, but like everywhere, our feeders and our fat cattle have certainly eased, but that's the same everywhere. So. Yeah, no, it's not a disaster by any means, but it'll be interesting to see where it sort of decides to settle.
We look forward to further updates from you when we catch up next time. James Tierney from Riverina Livestock Agents. If people want to get in touch with you or find out more, what's the website address?
Yeah, www.riverinaagents.com.au.
Fantastic. Thanks again, James.
Good on you, Ricky. Thank you.